Something that assists the creative process for me is blocking out those limitations, finding new perspectives. And with the more perspectives I can film, the better I can express my story. DJI has challenged me to make a video testing out the Air 2S. Now, this drone is almost like a mashup between the Mavic Pro 2 and the Mavic Air 2. It's like a hybrid of both of them put together. It has a 1-inch sensor, shoots in 5.4K, and it takes 20 megapixel photos. I haven't been gassed by drone footage since I probably flew the Mini 2 in low light. Like, I was impressed by that, but this, 5.4K, it is crystal clear. I got so excited about drones again after seeing the footage back. As you know, everyone loves to praise drones on their video capabilities, which of course, is a massive factor when it comes to buying drones, because that's what a lot of people buy drones for. But one thing that I think is very overlooked is the photography capabilities in drones. Like, take a look at some of these pictures that I took with the Air 2S over my travels for the past few days. Now, the photos that this drone produces are incredible. Even photos that are taken in low light, you can still pull so much detail out of the shadows and it still holds that resolution. It doesn't fall apart at all. Ideally, I would come away from shooting in automatic mode and shoot in manual to get the most flexibility out of your camera. And if you set the drone to AEB, which is a feature that DJI have added into drones, especially for photography. That basically stands for auto exposure bracketing. And what that will do is it will take 3 separate photos of like the same thing at different exposures, and then in post you can stack them, which also allows like a way higher dynamic range. The drone comes in this really smart black sort of shoulder bag, and everything is really neatly tucked away in there. One thing that DJI haven't done is change the size of the controller. Now, this controller, I personally think it's like the perfect size. I haven't had any issues with it like sort of getting in the way, because this is the same controller as the Mini 2. One thing that I don't do though is use these thumbsticks. A lot of people sort of flame me in the comments of my Maldives video and being like, why don't you use the thumbsticks? And to be honest, I find there to be a lot more control over the drone if I use it just like this without thumbsticks. It might be because I'm used to playing like PlayStation and things, but I just find it easier to not use the thumbsticks for some reason. I think that's weird, or some people, especially on here, think that's weird.
I'm tired of waiting, lost while I'm sitting at home, dream of a new destination.
So behind me we have a Bentley Bentayga Hybrid first edition, which we are shooting at this absolutely incredible location in the Peak District. We woke up super early this morning. We've been here for a few hours already now, but we've got some insane conditions, like really low cloud, proper moody fog. And the other thing is this road is actually closed, so we shouldn't technically be here, but there is no cars coming whatsoever. We've basically got this entire road to ourselves. This is another perfect place to test out the DJI Air 2S and its picture capabilities. It has a 20 megapixel sensor, which is 8 more megapixel than my Mini 2. The one thing about drone photography, which is pretty difficult, is actually finding the locations. And also, on top of that, the conditions to match the location, which is why we've got super lucky where we are right now.
So one of the cool features is this new panel mode. So what you basically do is you go into the panel settings, and there's actually a vertical setting, which means instead of like the old drones having the camera that turns, this one will take a few pictures and then in post you can blend them all together and just cut them vertically for Instagram or for stories and stuff like that. could really tell when we were using it that it's got a wider lens. All the videos, they just look a lot wider compared to the other models, so that's definitely an advantage.
What's this?
Is it gonna be better than this?
Is this the new? What's that? Wait, no.
That's the viewfinder, mate.
What's that?
That reflects.
Sam Newton would kill you.
Oh no.
No, he wouldn't.
We'll find
So,
out.
so basically, that is you've got a potato on a stick.
No, this is like a French fry, really, because it comes up.
I love it when stuff like this happens. You wake up at the right time and then you get blessed with the weather, and then you just get blessed with a closed road. The perks of waking up early, I guess, and road closures. Usually what I do when I'm filming or I'm taking pictures with the drone, I'm always using Pro mode, and what that does is that allows me full control over the white balance, the ISO, the shutter speed, all of those variables, which in previous models you actually had to go on top and go into camera and then adjust like some of the settings in there, whereas having this Pro mode, really quick, easy access, is great, especially for like on-the-go filmmakers like myself. I can quickly go into Pro mode and then I can adjust all of my settings from there. The battery life is pretty decent. We're looking at about 25 minutes with one of these batteries. If you've got 3 of them, I think you should be fine. Like in a location like this, I think you'd be rinsing it if you were to go through more than 3 batteries. So I'm gonna quickly change battery and then we'll take him off again. What I do is I literally just select the lighthouse, hit master shot and go, and basically what it does is it gets all of the hero shots for me. So like tilt, pan, zoom in, zoom out, rotation, back rotation, all of these hero shots that you usually see when you watch drone footage, it does it all for you. So while it's getting those shots, I can sit back, take pictures and just enjoy the view and not have to worry about getting all the shots, which is a great thing if you are a run and gun filmmaker, you're on a tight time schedule. Having this master shot will save you quite a bit of time. The drone has handled these winds because it's super windy up here, as you can tell by my haircut. It's very windy, and the drone has taken and handled this wind very, very well, like a champ. I had one warning when I was like super high in the air that there was strong winds, but apart from that, like it's been fine. All the shots have been smooth. I've had no issues. I've been able to land it and take it off perfectly. So strong wind test, I think it passes. Battery life as well on this is so sick, and I think this and my Mini 2 are going to be like my 2 go-to drones. This for more high-end commercial stuff, and the Mini 2 for more like run and gun, really quick vlogs and things like that. But as it stands, this is incredible. Thank you to DJI for sending me the Air 2S and letting me experiment and test it out in these incredible locations within the UK, which I would advise a lot of you who live in the UK to go out and visit some of these, because there are some really cool, discreet and low-key locations here, which is great to explore, especially with a drone that has the capabilities of this. So all in all, amazing product. DJI smashed it again, let's be honest.